Hey guys! Well, as you can tell, I love Jurassic Park. I might even say that I'm probably Jurassic Park's biggest fan. Well, since you guys are here watching me play, I might as well tell you the whole story behind my Jurassic Park obsession. So where did it all start, you might ask? Well, I would have to say it probably started when I was like 2 or 3 years old. That's when I first started watching the first movie. That was literally like my favorite movie when I was a little kid. Like, you could ask any of my family members or friends, like the movie I watched and requested to watch on a daily basis was Jurassic Park. It was probably the first PG-13 movie I ever saw too. And I was watching it when I was like 2 years old. Like, I can still remember watching it really, really young. I could watch that movie multiple times a day, and there was only one part in the movie I just couldn't watch when I was a little kid, and it was this scene right here. That scene scared the crap out of me, and I always had to fast forward it on my VHS copy of the movie. I've probably watched all 3 Jurassic Park movies like hundreds of thousands of times just because they're those movies like I don't get bored with. You know, they're really exciting, they're fun, the effects are awesome, they're action-packed. You know, I love dinosaurs, I love Jurassic Park. You know, all 3 movies, they're probably my favorite movies if I had to pick. Like, I would say Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3. Like, I've watched them so many times. I could probably reenact the entire 3 movies by heart without having to read the script. Like, that's how many times I've watched them.
Because Grant's like me. He's a digger. Qué lindo eres.
And actually, besides the movies, I've even read the Jurassic Park books by Michael Crichton. I got this copy of Jurassic Park when I was 10 years old, and I read it in a day. A day, guys. Like, look at that. So much more detailed and scientific than the Jurassic Park movie, but I understood it fine, and I was 10 years old, and I tore through this book in a day. Like, that shows how much I love Jurassic Park. Now, the first movie will always be my favorite, just because that's where it all started, and I think the story is, you know, the most exciting in the first movie, just because it introduces you to, you know, the concept of the park, and I think it's really awesome, you know, the whole sequence of, like, the dinosaurs escaping, and everything, like, and I love Isla Nublar. Like, I always thought Isla Nublar was really a lot more interesting than Isla Sorna, Site B, which was in the other 2 movies, The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. I was kind of disappointed they never revisited Isla Nublar in those movies. But as you know, the 4th Jurassic Park, also known as Jurassic World, is coming out, and Isla Nublar will be in that movie. But more on that in a second. Another thing I loved from the first Jurassic Park movie was the Jungle Explorer Ford Explorers. That's kind of a tongue twister. But the tour vehicles they had used in the first movie, I loved the color scheme of them. I loved how they looked. I loved the big glass roof where you could look up and see the gate. I just thought, you know, they were some of the most awesome looking vehicles that I ever saw in a movie, and I was so obsessed with them. For years I asked for the toy version of it, and since I was only like 1 year old when the first movie came out, I didn't have the opportunity to get one for a very long time. And I remember when I was 8 years old, I went down to Universal in Orlando and I got to see the actual Ford Explorer from Jurassic Park.
Oh, cool, look! It's the kind of toy.
That was probably one of the highlights of my trip to Orlando, was seeing that Ford Explorer from Jurassic Park. I was so starstruck. It was awesome. And I thought maybe like down in Orlando, maybe they would have those toys in the gift shop.
Still looking for a Jurassic Park.
But they didn't, unfortunately. And it wasn't for a couple more years when my uncle, my awesome uncle, picked one up for me online, and it was probably one of the best gifts I ever received. And to this day, I love this thing. You know, I have my own Jungle Explorer. It's so awesome, and hopefully one day I'd love to get a Ford Explorer and just paint it and make it look like one of those, like, that'd be so awesome, wouldn't it? And as for other toys, as you could see in the beginning of the video, I have plenty of Jurassic Park toys. I started receiving them when I was probably about 5 years old, when The Lost World came out. I remember I got the, let me see, I have it right here. I got this right here. It's one of the Lost World Jeeps.
I've been wanting this.
A Jurassic Park Jeep. Wow.
The Jurassic Park Jeep.
I also got one of these. It's like the Mercedes from The Lost World, and my parents got this for me because they knew I really wanted one of these. And this one was kind of similar, you know, it was green and it had like the jungle markings and whatnot. So this was like my, you know, substitute for it for years. It's really dusty and it's really beat up because I played with this thing so much. And I remember for my 9th birthday, I got a lot of Jurassic Park 3 toys because Jurassic Park 3 had come out that summer. So my whole 9th birthday was Jurassic Park themed. Like, it was Jurassic Park everything. It was awesome. Like, I wish I could go back to that birthday and relive the whole thing, just because, like, it felt like Christmas time, you know, opening up all these presents, and it was just Jurassic Park everything. It was so awesome. I can't believe the batteries still work in these too. Like, these toys are probably like, they're like 14 years old now. Crazy. But I plan on keeping my Jurassic Park toys for, you know, indefinitely, just because now they're worth so much money on eBay. Like, I was looking up online how much some of these toys are worth now, and it's crazy. Like, I'm sitting on an investment here. Another thing I remember with my toys, I remember reenacting scenes with my toys while I would be watching movies. So, for example, the scene in the first movie where the T-Rex escapes the fence and knocks over the one truck with Lex and Tim inside, and it's, you know, attacking the truck and squishing it in the mud and stuff. I would be, you know, with my Ford Explorer and my T-Rex, I'd be like reenacting the whole scene while watching the movie. It was a lot of fun. Those are a lot of things that you do when you're only child like me, because you gotta use your imagination. And as for Jurassic Park 3, I remember that was the first Jurassic Park I ever saw in the movie theater. Because when the first Jurassic Park came out, I couldn't see it because I was only like 1. And then Lost World came out when I was 5. So when Jurassic Park 3 came out, my parents took me to go see it like the first day it came out, and that was probably one of the coolest movie-going experiences ever, because I was finally seeing a Jurassic Park on the big screen, and it was so freaking awesome. The Spinosaurus, you know, the Jurassic Park logo, big on the screen, and everything, and seeing Dr. Grant, and it was awesome. It was so cool. Only thing I would change about that movie was it was so short. I mean, the first 2 movies are like over 2 hours long, and then Jurassic Park 3 is only like not even an hour and a half. Like, come on, really? But then finally, in 2013, they re-released the first Jurassic Park in movie theaters for the 20th anniversary, and it was in 3D IMAX, and you know I was there as soon as it came out. I went there with my friend Joe, saw an IMAX 3D. That was probably, next to seeing Jurassic Park 3 on the big screen, this was probably one of the most awesome movie going experiences I ever had, was seeing the original Jurassic Park on the big screen. Like when that theme started playing in the beginning, you know, the boom, oh, and you hear like, you see the credits like Universal Pictures presents Jurassic Park. I was like freaking out in the movie theater, like, oh my god, this is awesome. Oh. Like it was definitely worth like close to $20 or however much I paid for an IMAX 3D ticket. Like, it was a lot of money, but it was definitely worth it, even though I already saw that movie like a bazillion times. It was really cool seeing it in 3D too. Like, the dinosaurs were right at you. They were right in your face. It was definitely a very nostalgic experience for me too, because, you know, Jurassic Park is my childhood, and seeing it back on the big screen, it might have brought a tear to my eye, I might admit. Yeah, maybe one little tear just went down my cheek, maybe. I admit nothing. And now, as you should know, unless you live under a rock of course, they are making a 4th Jurassic Park. And it's called Jurassic World, which you all should know. And it's been 14 years since the 3rd movie came out. And I've been waiting 14 years for a 4th Jurassic Park. So you know I'm going to be first in line to see that movie. Opening night, midnight showing. I've never done that before, but I am doing that for this movie because I am so freaking pumped for Jurassic World. Like, ask anybody. I have kept up with news on this movie almost daily since it's been announced and production started. I've watched the trailer like a lot of times. I didn't count because honestly I probably shouldn't admit to how many times I've watched that trailer. I remember when the Jurassic World trailer first came out online, I watched it probably like a dozen times a day for a few weeks. I mean, it's a bit of an unhealthy obsession probably, but I'm just so excited for this movie because, first of all, it's a new Jurassic Park movie, which is long overdue. Second of all, it takes place on Isla Nublar, the island from the first movie. So I'm so excited to go back where Jurassic Park started. Like, my brain is probably going to explode from the awesomeness of this movie. Because not only is there going to be a brand new park, you know, a fully functioning park, thousands of visitors, all these dinosaurs. Another thing that I'm so excited about for the movie is there's a rumor that we're probably going to see the old abandoned Jurassic Park from the first movie. You know how much I love abandoned things? And do you know how much I love Jurassic Park? And we're gonna see the visitor center all abandoned, and maybe the gate. And I know they had like a poster for Jurassic World. Like, they debuted a poster a couple months ago, and it had, I'm sorry, I'm getting really excited right now. They had a picture of one of these, you know, the one from the first movie that the T-Rex attacked and got thrown in a tree, and Tim was in it, and Dr. Grant had to rescue him from it, and it's on the poster. It's all abandoned, and it has raptor eggs, and here, I'll show it to you right now. As you can see, I hope they have that in the movie, like, to see those. And I know I saw a picture from production of Jurassic World, and they had a picture of one of the Jeeps from the movie, one of the Jeeps, and it was all kind of rusty looking and stuff, and oh my gosh, I'm so freaking excited! Ah! calm down. Calm down. Woohoo. Okay, but yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty excited to see the original park in Jurassic World all abandoned and stuff. Like, I'm probably more excited about seeing that than seeing the new park. I mean, even though the new park is gonna be, it looks really freaking awesome. And also, they're gonna have a hybrid, which is called the Indominus Rex, which is supposed to be like a blend of all these different dinosaurs. Like, they're saying it's supposed to be like Raptor and T-Rex kind of combined. So that's gonna be pretty freaking sweet too. And I'm definitely excited seeing the hybrid. Like, I've already kind of seen pictures of it online, but I'm really excited to see it on the big screen when the movie comes out, which is in June, which I'm eagerly anticipating, because Jurassic Park, it's my life. Like, I've grown up with it, and you know, it's right in the childhood, guys, right in the childhood. So I'm definitely seeing Jurassic World as soon as it comes out. I'm definitely going to the midnight showing because I want to be one of the first people to ever see it. And another thing, Star-Lord on a motorcycle with velociraptors? What? What? I need to know what's happening. I need to know why that's happening and why they're not attacking him. Like, why aren't you attacking Star-Lord? Like, why? So I have so many things, so many questions that need to be answered from Jurassic World, and I cannot wait till June. Like, is there any way I can see it now? Like, maybe if somebody who worked on the movie sees this video, they could like call me up and have like a secret viewing of the movie, and I can like see it before everyone else. And okay. Calm down, Chris. Calm down. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. But it's more. Another cool thing that I'm really excited about with Jurassic World is merchandise. Toys, clothing, party supplies, gummy snacks, you name it. I'm gonna buy all of it. I definitely want to get some Jurassic World toys just to have them as collectibles, just because how much the original Jurassic Park toys are worth now, it's probably going to be a really good investment. And another thing is, I want a toy version of that hybrid because it looks really freaking sweet and I want it on my desk. I also heard they're doing a Lego Jurassic World video game, which I'm definitely buying that the first day it comes out, because they're saying it's going to have all the plots from all the Jurassic Park movies. So the first 3 and Jurassic World, you're going to be able to play it in Lego form. Could that get any more epic? But yeah, as you can probably tell by now, I am a big Jurassic Park fan. Probably one of the biggest. I mean, I don't want to compete with anyone because, you know, it's not a competition. But I'm just saying, I've read the books, I've read the movies. I've watched the movies. I have the toys. I have the clothing. Like, Jurassic Park, I've grown up with, and it's my favorite movie series. And even though Jurassic World is already done filming, if anybody is watching this video, and if you're planning on making Jurassic Park 5, you know, any of you Universal Studios people, or any of you watching this video, if you plan on making a Jurassic Park 5, please email me, text me, tweet me, Facebook me, whatever. I would love to help you out. I would love to have the tiniest little part in the movie. I don't care what it is. If I get eaten by a T-Rex, I don't care. I just want to be in a Jurassic Park movie so bad. Like, that will be my life's goal, is to be in a Jurassic Park movie. That would be so awesome. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling on and on about this, and I should probably get going because I'm really getting overly excited. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any comments or stories you want to talk about that has anything to do with Jurassic Park or any dinosaur stuff, feel free to comment and let me know how much you like Jurassic Park. So, I will see you all later. Camera Kid 92 signing out.